About to check out from our last hotel. This is our last morning in Calgary, and we're about to hit it on the airplane to France. This is all of our belongings, and we're catching a shuttle to the airport now. It's time. Checking in now on our flight. So many suitcases, all the luggage, and COVID test results and stuff. All of that has been so complicated, but we're here. Yesterday we stopped at the international part of the airport and it was dead. There was nobody there. And right now we're at domestics because we're flying via Montreal. It's not busy, but there are people. It's definitely not the same experience of flying right now, especially immigrating, because all you needed to prove that we are married, that we have children within the marriage, and we have somewhere to stay and all that stuff. Oh, it's very complicated, but yeah, I think it's all going through. Check-in done, security done, like carry-ons, we're covered in backpacks, but we headed to the gate. It's been a long day already. It's only 10 a.m. Oh my god. Kids are enjoying their strawberries. We're at a gate. It's not for another 2 hours, our flight, but we spent so much time at the check-in. It was like half an hour, 40 minutes, because they needed to make sure that we had everything ready. So it's nice to relax right now before a long flight to Montreal. And this is the situation right now. If you guys, by the way, are watching this video wondering what is she talking about, my family is in the final stages of our immigration from Canada to France during the pandemic. It's been crazy, very, very intense. The last week has been so intense. We're very stressed. It is getting busy, very busy, and it's by our gate, so I assume our flight to Montreal is going to be awful. And it's kind of giving me anxiety. I thought it would be empty. It was empty yesterday at the international departures, but domestic, full. Gee. Here we go. We have slight priority in boarding because we have this young lady. She's under 6 years old, and we'll be able to board straight after the priority passengers, I think.
Prior to boarding Air Canada flight.
And we're in. Ollie and Anais this way, Tess is this way. We're still in Calgary on the ground. Tess is watching the movie. I will probably watch something. The plane is super busy. It's kind of ridiculous, but hopefully our flight to Paris is not going to be as busy. We're going to say bye-bye Calgary. Bye! Oh, we made it to Montreal and it's awful outside. This is just for a few hours. We're not going outside to check it out. I'm quite glad that we're not. The flight was actually very nice, even though it was absolutely full. But it was okay wearing masks for almost 4 hours. We made it. We're at Montreal airport right now. Very tired. Only 4-hour flight, but we got exhausted just walking around here. It's not a big airport, but everything is quite spread out. By the time we found somewhere to eat, we were exhausted. And everything is closed, so we just had kind of dry meal. Not too happy. I'm looking forward to the next flight. Right, what a relief. It's not as full as the first flight. We have a row to ourselves for now. There might be more people, but maybe we'll get to swap.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening from the flight deck. Your captain, Peter Jensen speaking.
And here we go.
Flight.
So yeah, sorry about that. The captain started talking, and it looks like it's going to be a smooth flight. Should take about, I think Ollie was mentioning 6 hours. So hopefully This munchkin will snooze. It's gonna be dark. Not much to do. Yeah, it really seems like it's just gonna be us in the whole row, but that's great. And Ace will be able to stretch herself and have a really good night. I look like an absolute mess, I know that. We've been in the airport the whole day, really tired with both kids, not being able to stretch much or move much, but it's literally the last leg of the trip. We're excited, tired, let's do this. Made it to Paris. Very, very tired. The girls slept well. Ollie and I slept about an hour each, but made it in one piece. I'm about to go and get the rest of our suitcases and get to our transportation to our next location. So tired.
Prochain arrêt, sortie, livraison bagages, correspondance vers Terminal 2E, porte-carte et Terminal 2F. Assurez-vous de ne pas oublier vos bagages.
Next stop, baggage delivery exit. Transfer to Terminal 2E, Gate K and Terminal 2F. Please ensure that you have all of your luggage with you.
The checks in Paris took us 2 seconds because we spent so much time preparing all the paperwork in Calgary and then Montreal, then on the airplane. It was so long, but here we're just whizzed through all the security. It's really good. It's funny to see in the airport they say that please keep the distance of 1 meter. Like, where is it some fancy European COVID that doesn't affect you past 1 meter? But anyway, that's how it is. And like 2 minutes after arriving at the belt, we already got all of our suitcases. That's kind of cool. So no delays. The first flight was really busy, second flight was really empty, and it was kind of amazing because we had the food as well on the second flight, and it was so quiet and smooth. It was great. And then arriving here at Paris Charles de Gaulle, don't come for me for the pronunciation, and just whizzed through the security, got our suitcases very quickly. Everything's here, and Ollie arranged for like a big van type of vehicle for us to take us to Normandy straight from here, so we don't have to like rent a vehicle, which I understand is quite difficult right now, and they will just take us to Normandy, which is I think 2.5 hours or up to 3 hours away from Paris. Maybe we'll sleep in the car, and we are headed straight for that Airbnb where we will self-isolate for 7 days, maybe more, do the test, trying to figure out where and how to do the test. And when we do the test and get the results, we'll go and stay with Ollie's mum for a little bit before flying out to find a rental. Can't tell you where we're going because we don't know yet. Again, we have a few ideas, but stay tuned to find out. Thank you so much for joining me for this chaotic video. Give it a big like if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you guys next time.